What is up, everybody? It's me, Jake Farley, back at it again here on Lost at Sea. And tonight is a very festive night. It's that time of the year, guys, and it's been a minute since the boys got together for a draft. And tonight, Logue, Pat, myself are back at it again here for a Christmas movie draft. We are picking, the classics, maybe some new guys to the scene. Pat, very festive. You got the hat on, you got the bow tie. What is
A
up?
little,
How are you?
I'm feeling great. Let's just say, I think in draft terms, I'm gonna be on the nice list this year. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to check it twice. I'm gonna win.
Yes, Pat, you definitely won, the Harry Potter draft. Which was the first, rendition. Logue, a beautiful shirt. You're posted up at the mama's house. Are you feeling the Christmas spirit?
Nothing says Christmas spirit like Christmas movies with my bros living at my mom's house. Um, and I do have to say, I feel like each of our festive wear really speaks to us as people.
Also, yeah, this wasn't planned. Like
No.
nobody coordinated an outfit, but I was like, I gotta put something on.
Listen, if you don't show up, preparation is, the biggest part of the draft. Look good, play good. And Logue, you're looking for your first dub. Obviously, I took home the serial draft win, which was our latest one. So myself and Patrick have a couple dubs. You're looking for your first. You're a little bit feisty, pre-call. So I'm wondering, are you going to be on the naughty list this year?
Listen, I'll do whatever it takes to win the draft. Nice list, naughty list. I tend to be on the naughty list, if you know what I mean. Period.
You know what? I think Logan's getting a lump of coal in his stocking this year.
It's not the only lump I'm getting this year. What?
Hey, yo, that's
whoa.
a
Weird.
No.
Kind of gross.
So we have to figure out the order. I do not have a pen or pencil. I'm thinking, Logue, you probably do.
Okay. Whoa.
Or Pat.
That's just
Logue. It's okay. It's okay, Logue.
I think
Logan
Logan
just sprung that on me.
So Pat, why don't you do the 1-2? Write down a number between 1 and 2, and let Logue or myself guess so we can figure out the draft order.
Got it.
Logue, you
Got
can
it.
go ahead and guess.
I'm gonna guess 1.
1.
Nice.
So Logan, well, we didn't have Patrick in that at all. Oh wait,
Yeah,
it's fine.
so well,
Yeah, it's fine.
hold on. Maybe you know what?
Also, can I be honest? I did see Patrick write 1.
Yeah, hold on. I got this. I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. We're gonna do Wheel of Names. This is ridiculous. That's crazy.
Wheel of Names was probably the best bet for that.
Yeah. No, we're gonna
I mean, if you were gonna
I was gonna let that slide, but then I felt Santa watching me.
No, look, you definitely did not let that slide until Patrick did a little pushback.
You know what? I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was like, I went like this. So, you know what? Kind of an idiot move on my part, but
Listen, we'll figure it out. We'll do the Wheel of Names, and we'll figure out the order here. In terms of we're gonna roll it and see whoever's first is gonna get to choose their order. And I'll say this, guys, in terms of this specific draft compared to others, for me, I don't know if there's a 1-1.
I think we all have
We all know we all have favorites, right? But
yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see what you guys pick. When I was coming up with my picks, there's not a lot of like classic Christmas. I always feel like there's so many, but I guess when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, we kind of got not that many here.
yeah, because you tend to watch the ones that you like and not watch the ones that you don't like when this time comes.
Yeah.
And it's a short period, so there's only so many Christmas movies you can watch.
Here we go. I'm gonna I'm gonna do the honors here. I got the Wheel of Names, Christmas
Ooh,
themed.
Oh, so
Pat,
fun.
Duke, and Logue. I think we're just gonna go ahead and spin. This is for the first pick.
This is to decide where you want to go in the draft.
Got it. Oh. Oh. Who is it?
It's tough to see where the delineation
Dude!
is. I am
Alright.
going to pick the third overall pick. I'm going to go last.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. Now between Logan and I. Oh, that's Logue. Oh, wait, maybe not. No, that's Logue. Logan.
Logan, do you want to go
I'm
first?
gonna go first
or do you-
pick.
Okay, Logan's going to go
Perfect, that's-
first.
I want a number 2.
Sure you did, Pat. Sure you did.
I did. Sorry. Too much.
Oh God, guys.
All right. Well,
I'm
the order
scared.
is going to be Logan, Patrick, Duke, reverse snake order. Then it'll be Duke, Pat, Logue. So Logue, why don't you start us off, man?
All right, guys. This is a lot of pressure because I kind of just wrote down all of my favorites, and I really have to determine how I want to play this. But I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna go with with what my heart is telling me, and that is the Grinch.
Yeah,
2002, Jim Carrey. I think that it is an absolute go-to every holiday season, and it's on everyone's list. So
Pat, what do you think about Jim Carrey's The Grinch going number 1 overall? Was
Number
that as
one?
yeah?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was on my list. It was a mid-tier movie on my list out of the top 50. Now, don't get me wrong. Jim Carrey's The Grinch is an iconic, one of the best Christmas performances, one of the best performances ever, let alone Christmas performances. But
Do the cloak.
however, there's so many interpretations of it.
yeah, but do any of them really hold a candle to the 2002 Jim Carrey version? I don't
Some
think
would,
so.
some would say the original animated because of how timeless and classic it is. But I agree with you. I think the Jim Carrey is superior. I agree with that. Number 1 overall, we'll see. Maybe I don't know, Duke. What are your thoughts? Number 1.
So my thoughts are this. This is why I did not want the number 1 slot. So I was really happy that I got to choose, because I think I will say this movie was in my tier 1. So it was if I were thrust into the position to pick number 1 overall, I don't know. It would have been in the conversation for me. I love this movie. There's so many great quotes. It's so funny in general. It's one that yeah,
Betty, hi.
so many good ones. But it's just tough because I don't think there's a distinct 1-1, But Logan, I do love this movie. So I didn't think you were gonna pick this one, but I'm glad you got it.
Okay, great.
And with that being said, Pat, you're up. I think we were all talking. We kind of know where this is going, but go ahead.
Listen, we all know where my head's at. This is a literally top 10 movie of all time. Not even Christmas. Top 10 movie of all time for me. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and lasso that pick down for you. And yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. That's going to be my number 1 pick. I recently watched it. Let me paint the picture for you. The other night was feeling a little down because I'm not going to be home for the holidays, but you know what? I called my siblings, told them I loved them, got a tree, set it up, decorated, got myself a nice little bottle of wine, and watched It's a Wonderful Life. One of the best nights I've had in a very long time. This movie's a classic. I love it. It tells the story of it's the best of that mankind can be, and It's a Wonderful Life. Gratefulness, the holiday spirit, the common man. I love it. It's a Wonderful Life, no doubt. Number 1.
Look, what do you think of Patrick taking It's a Wonderful Life number 2 overall? Did you see that coming?
Duke, I could have told you that 6 months ago in July. because this Patrick quotes this movie probably every time I see him. And I will say, I just saw the live radio play of it at the Country Gate Playhouse on Saturday. Really great. However, the movie's incredibly long, and about 70% of it is pretty depressing.
Yeah, that's a great
So
point.
that was kind of why I didn't go for my overall number pick, because I did want to pick it to spite my brother Patrick. But you know what? It's the holiday season.
I would have never forgave you.
Yeah, I know. But it's the holiday season, and I thought that's not right. That's not right. So, but I think it's a great pick. It's a classic, and it's a beautiful story.
Yeah. I will say, I think this is, you could kind of break it up into, the old school movies and then some of the new school movies. I think this is probably the best old school movie. It's definitely, when I was doing the research, it's one of those ones that comes up in good conversation for number one overall a lot. So I think, it stands the test of time.
Yeah, and It's a Wonderful Life plays 24 hours on Christmas on AMC. It's the only movie that does that. And not only is this Christmas movie out just to show the magnitude of this movie, it's referenced in a lot of our favorite Christmas movies. Home Alone being an example. When they're in France, they're watching the French version of It's a Wonderful Life. So, where it extends movies, I'm just saying, I feel solid on my pick.
Pat, do you feel like you have an advantage? You mentioned Home Alone. I'm sure it will be talked about at some point tonight, but
I'd be surprised if it wasn't picked.
Having your movie play in the background of a movie that might be.
I mean, if
is that a power move?
I guess so. If it's big, red, and makes noise, it's probably a fire truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Or Santa's sleigh.
Stop it. Get enough. We're being real cheeky today. I love it. we're putting it on.
It's a Wonderful Life walked so that Home Alone could run. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Well, guess what, guys? It's the double dip. It's one of my favorite parts of the draft is when you get two, selections back to back. And I didn't do, ranking movies, right? I did tiers. And I have, a tier one that had 4 movies in it. One of them was already taken. So I'm making a choice. I'm definitely going double dipping into this tier one that I have. And I'm going to go close to home. I'm going to go with the movie that I watch the most during the Christmas, holiday. It's kind of a new school one. Will Ferrell. I'm going Elf.
Yeah.
You had to do it. You had to do it.
I'm surprised that was number one pick. I thought that was going to be first off the board.
Same. I thought that's where Logan was going to go with it, but super glad to get, Elf here in the third and, last pick in the first round. So many quotable, lines in it, and just a great story overall too. I watch it every, honestly, Thanksgiving with, Brie and her family, and you guys.
Yeah. And I will say it's a wonderful musical too. It's a great musical. It's done every Christmas season at many a theater. Just to add that.
And especially for East Coasters, New York City, Will Ferrell, SNL, and when we were watching it, I was like, oh, I've seen this movie. I teared up at the end. It always gets me. It always gets me when they're singing in New York, and then the sleigh. It gets me every time.
And so many fun little characters in along the way. When he's in the mailroom doing the dancing with his buddy, drinking the alcohol that he thought was syrup. And it's just, and you watch it over and over again, and you find like little hidden gems that you don't remember every single time.
Great pick, dude.
Great pick.
But guys,
great first round.
I got another one, and I'm between two here, and I'm gonna go with the one. I'm gonna go with the one that I'm gonna go old school here, because I have the new school with Elf. I'm gonna go National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with my second pick.
Yeah.
Again, so many quotable, shitters full That's one of my favorites.
Two comedies.
And
Comedy
dude, for the people at home who don't know, that is our family's Christmas movie.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Talking to some friends throughout, the research process of this, some people haven't seen this one, and I'm kind of shocked. It might have been, kind of thrust upon us from our parents, but I think it's funny as fuck. I just went to a recreation of, the house with all the lights this past
fun.
weekend. They had the whole RV too. It was fun. And yeah, it's a movie that I haven't seen in a couple years, but it's one that when we were getting ready for this, it's like I gotta watch that at some point.
That's a classic. That was a top one for me.
Yeah. So happy to get it here in the beginning of the second round. With that being said, Patty Ice, you're up next.
Call me Jack Frost because it's cold in here.
Hey, yo.
Stop it. I'm gonna go. I got my one, my solid, a good backup, a good class, and this is a classic. More of a new. I'm gonna go in the trend of comedies. Give me Home Alone. We all wanted to be Kevin McAllister. Give me Home Alone. Give me Joe Pesci. Give me it all. I mean, enough said. Home Alone is an all-time classic. I love it. Has a wonderful, wonderful sequel to it. And I love Home Alone.
I'm shocked that you went with Home Alone, having said what you said about your first pick, but I could kind of see it's kind of like a stack. You want to get both
Yeah.
of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look,
chemistry. They got chemistry, and it's it's the juxtaposition of the all-time classic versus a new school player. Coming in, a laugh riot. I mean, when you think of like Christmas comedies, I think Home Alone. I think it's Elf and Home Alone right there. Like I think they're head to head. Personally, I think they even each other out, and I love Home Alone.
And I mean, Macaulay Culkin just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So
timely as well.
Timely.
Yeah.
Look, you were always a big Woof, Buzz's girlfriend guy, weren't you?
Buzz's girlfriend. Woof. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite quotes. I also think I misquote it. I don't think that's the exact quote.
Was his girlfriend. Woof. Fuller, easy on the Pepsi.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, I just always remember Logue when that scene happens. So Logue, you are up next with you get a double dip here.
Also, just fun fact about that scene, in the production of Home Alone, they didn't want to make fun of like just some random girl that they would call Wolf. So that is the picture that they use is one of the producers in a wig dressed up as a girl.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, guys. Rounding out round 2. I think this is gonna be my make or break here. I haven't won a draft yet. So I feel like I have got
you haven't been close.
Well, I thought the 0 one I was way closer.
I think what you did there was you asked a bunch of your friends from college to vote for you because I noticed that.
Listen, I got a fan base. What can I say?
Don't do that this time. Don't do that this time.
And so I feel like this is gonna make or break me, but I feel strong, and I just have to stay confident. So to round out round 2, I'm going Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Wow.
Oh my wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna Logue, you go.
Yeah.
Say what you gotta say.
Okay, first of all, I'm sensing a lot of judgment. Here.
What?
And here's the thing. I personally believe Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is better than the original Home Alone. I am in the tier that is a better movie. I love New York. It's got all the New York staples. And I think it's a great film. So this was a no-brainer for me.
Bro, but as a second pick, guy. Oh my. Okay. All right. Damn. I don't know. I think you're jumping the gun, Logan. I think you're jumping the gun. Personally, I don't know. We'll see.
I can't. In preparation for this, I looked up both of the Home Alones, and I saw that Home Alone 2. Now, this isn't everything, but Home Alone 2 had like half the score on Rotten Tomatoes as Home Alone 1. Now, I don't know, if that's
Interesting.
it might be interesting. I don't know. I'm not
I
a
mean,
big
just like
movie
as
buff.
a New Yorker, I feel seen.
Well, you're in PA, right?
Well,
Yeah. So you're. I mean,
kind of like a nomad.
why
But
don't
you know what?
you give us a look at the? Why don't you give us a look at your view from New York? Yeah. Yeah.
You
What
can
is
tell
that?
I'm at my mom's house. Okay, but you know what? Let's keep going. Right? Like, let's keep going. Let's keep moving forward.
Hold on. Let me just back up before you get into that. I'm just shocked that went right after Home Alone, because the spark of him saying Home Alone, everybody's like Home Alone, and then you're like, I'll take Home Alone too. It's kind of like, really?
You guys.
When you said that pick's gonna make or break you, I agree.
I think it did. Now I think based on what you're gonna pick next, I think there's one more movie that is like clearly the pick, but I'm excited to see what you pick next.
Guys, as we know, I had a different taste here.
Clearly.
As a more cultured, I would say, gay person, I'm adding a little more nuance to this like draft.
Land the plane here.
And I think that
really
there is something to be said for that. And you know what? This is.
Oh, I don't love where this is going. Hello.
Guys, I'm scared. Okay, for my third pick, I'm going A Muppet Christmas Carol.
What the fuck?
I'm going A Muppet Christmas Carol. It is an iconic movie, and I love the Muppets. And A Christmas Carol, I mean, it's so iconic. And it's the best version of A Christmas Carol, in my opinion. So that is the one I'm going to pick.
I think Pat's gonna probably get a steal after this, based on what you just did, Logue.
Because I don't know what else.
I'll tell you what. I will say, A Muppet Christmas Carol, and I'll defend you on this. It's on my list, dude. That's a fifth round. That's how you round a team out. Is the Muppet Christmas Carol? I think will say because in my defense, there is a Christmas Carol movie, Jim Carrey's Christmas Icon, A Christmas Carol, which was popular. I do think that the Muppet Christmas Carol is an elite movie. It was on my list, but to go, I don't know. I was expecting it to fall to 5 personally, but hey, you defend your taste. I think there's one glaring movie that I'm going to put on my roster that I think I got a stacked list right now. I mean, I can't believe you let this one up, Logan. Give me Polar Express. Give me Polar Express.
Yeah.
An icon. A true icon.
I didn't think that's the one that you were going to go, but I definitely have Polar Express way highly rated compared to, I'm going to say, look, I did not have the Muppet movie on my list. I did see it a lot. When I was researching. So it doesn't mean it's a bad movie. I also have never seen that. So, but Polar Express, now that's a heavy hitter, I think that's Tom Hanks, right?
Finger action going on over there.
Sorry. Yes, of course. Hot. Oh, we got it. Hot. Yeah, tell me you didn't want to be on that train, get some hot chocolate. When you think of hot chocolate during Christmas, you think of that scene.
I mean, they have like live train. That's another very popular Christmas attraction.
Yeah. Yep. And you know what? And Tom Hanks plays every single person in that movie, and that is pretty cool. I mean, the one downfall that Polar Express has is that annoying kid, but it kind of makes it. Like, you're not supposed to be on here. Wait, hold on. Hello, like that guy. Fuck him. But everybody knows that kid, and it makes it more relatable. Everybody knows that kid.
Have you guys seen on TikTok that people dressed up as that little girl and the main boy, and they're like dancing to the Polar Express song?
I don't think I have.
I'll send it to you. We'll clip it in right here.
I can't wait. Yeah, I mean that was in my tier 2, Polar Express. So I still have one movie in my tier 1 that I am gonna get here with my double dip. And I'm actually surprised that you guys did not. I thought Pat was gonna take that right there. I'm gonna do A Christmas Story.
Yep.
Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid.
Yep.
That was my 4th rated one in tier 1. I feel like we watched that a lot as kids. One of the scenes that I remember distinctly like being scared of is when they both put their tongues on the pole and it gets stuck there and it's like, oh God. Also the bully. I remember him getting beat up.
What, are you gonna cry? You're gonna cry.
When they mess up it hits home because when they mess up, the Christmas dinner, the Christmas turkey, I don't really remember exactly what happens. They go at the Chinese, kind of relate to that. Yeah. Kind of relate to that with, going out for Tessa's birthday for Chinese. Yeah. So I thought that one would have gone a little bit earlier, but happy to have that with my 3rd pick.
Nice.
Do you think I do like A Christmas Story? Do you think because I hear there is a sequel. I don't know if any of us saw it, but do you think?
Oh, I have seen it, and it is incredibly depressing. It's like
Yeah.
very sad.
I was gonna say, do you think the sequel kind of cheapens it a little bit?
I don't, because I've never seen it, and I probably never will watch it because I'll just watch the original. Kind of like Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
No. Hold on. Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are because Home Alone 2 is an icon. I think that's a great movie. I think it stands its own. Yeah. But to pick it after Home Alone, wild move, in my opinion. But
Guy, you don't understand the fantasy I'm going for. And when everyone votes for my thing and I win, I just want to say you're all going to be really upset that you don't have my taste.
Sure. Would you say, Pat, that A Christmas Story 2 is probably not going to be drafted for that reason?
No,
it's that bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. I've seen it. It's terrible.
I did not even know that was a movie. But here I am with my double dip. And okay, I'm going to go close to home. I'm going to go, I could, there was 2 things that I could have done here. I could have really put an end to Logan here by drafting a movie very similar to his that I think is better. But I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to go with The Year Without a Santa Claus, which is Heat Miser versus Snow Miser.
Yeah.
When I was doing my research, that was one. Beauty of that, 30 minutes, easy watch. And I just remember a VHS tape of that, in our home. Came on when we were young, often. The song, Heat Miser song, come on.
It is and I think a lot of those like stop motion animation movies. I mean, those are what Frankenbass movies is what inspired Elf. So it's cool that you got both of those on there. But that's an iconic movie. It's like a crazy concept, but it's one of those things just nostalgic.
Yeah. So happy to get that, with my 4th pick. That's crazy that it fell all the way there.
That's awesome.
So we're going right back to me, baby. Let me and I'm gonna kind of go similar route to Duke. I'm gonna go a short, easy watch. I think iconic, and it's my boy, A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Nice.
Charlie Brown Christmas in the 4th. I'll fucking take that.
That's great.
Give me that. I love all the Charlie Brown TV specials. I think they always hold up. They're always a good watch. I love it. So I'm gonna go with a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Great pick, Pat. Great pick. That was one of the ones that I forgot about while I was researching, and I was like, okay, that's definitely going to be picked at some point. Holds up. Super old. I didn't realize how far back that went. Charlie
Yeah,
Brown.
it's a classic.
Yeah. Lug, what do you think of Charlie Brown?
That was going to be my next pick. It is Nathan's all-time favorite. So I did want to like honor him there, but just shout out to Nathan. That's his favorite. And it's great. It's great. It always makes you feel good. And yeah, I love it. I think that was an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah.
And kind of puts me in a tricky spot.
Oh yeah, Lug, you are up. You got 2 more picks, man. So you I think this is it for you, right, Lug?
This is it. This is it. But you know what? I'm feeling a lot of judgment, and I'm feeling a lot of negative energy from both of you versus me. But I'm here, and I think it's great. Now, so we've got The Grinch, Home Alone 2, and The Muppet Christmas Carol. Those are my 3 solid movies. I am gonna go an oldie. I'm gonna go do an oldie, a classic. It's one that personally I love, and I think is similar to Duke's. I'm gonna go Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was my personal favorite of the stop motion animations. A gay elf dentist. I mean, like what more could you possibly want? So
I did not know that he was gay.
But no, I mean it's not.
I think the gay community claimed him. Yes.
Oh, really?
Elf twink. Yeah.
Yeah, elf twink. Yeah, that's not the only. He's not gonna be drilling teeth this Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Yeah, for sure. So that yeah. And now, guys, we're in the last round here.
Yeah. A lot of catch up to do.
What do you? I can't wait to see what you round out. This has been an interesting draft.
If there's one thing that we've learned from these drafts,
I never do.
You never know what you're gonna go with me. I'm crazy like that. I'm in between 2 movies right now. And they're just very different, and I really don't know what to do. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go on theme. I think I'm gonna go with the more I feel iconic movie. It's one of my favorites. It's inspired many a sequel, and even most recently a series. I'm gonna go The Santa Claus.
With Tim
Santa
Allen?
Claus with Tim Allen. It's one of my favorites. And you know, it tells an inspiring story of becoming Santa Claus.
Is that the takeaway from it?
Yeah, well,
I mean, you know, the shirt fits. You know,
yeah.
it's literally the Santa Claus. Now, look, let me ask you this: if you had to be Santa,
Well, the first thing I do is I'd read the fine print. I feel like maybe that's the memo of the movie.
yeah, I feel like the movie is just kind of about reading contracts at that point. It's not the magic of Christmas. It's like, oh,
I should have read that.
Yeah. I think that that's a great pick, Logan. That was my tier 3. So I think that was my next pick, probably. It's one that I think recently for me has taken the back burner, which doesn't mean that that is a bad movie, but I haven't seen that in a while just because of all these newer movies that have come out.
Yeah.
And some of the classics I think supersede it. But I think it's a really great movie. So I think you got some great value there.
I do like the Santa Claus 2 better. Like I do think that is one of those instances where the sequel is better than the previous one. So I like the Santa Claus 2 a lot. Santa Claus 2 was on my list. The Santa Claus was not.
Well,
Wow.
same with me. The same with Home Alone. But I guess we'll let the people do the job.
No, here's the thing. Look, I like Home Alone 2. I think it stacks up. I think it's its own. I think it's up there. I think it competes with Home Alone. But to go Home Alone 2 after I take Home Alone directly after, bold move.
Look,
No,
let's just go back to when you did that. Were you trying to one up Pat by doing that? Because that's a strategy. Yeah. Pat could go ahead and take a Santa Claus 2 to try to do the same thing to you.
I'm not gonna, because there are two that I think, for me personally, to round out my team, I think I might have the fucking win here. But what I will say, Logan, if Home Alone, if I didn't pick Home Alone, would you have picked Home Alone 2, right? Regardless of what I picked?
Yes.
Oh
no.
He was trying to one up you, but he didn't
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
What? Oh my god.
That's
Move
great.
on. We're moving on from me. I
Great.
feel
No,
very
is it great?
strongly
Yeah.
that I have a great team and that people are gonna love my choices.
Well, don't pay them and don't
Yeah. Be
for
like,
the
hey
votes.
guys,
Don't do that, because I'll find out.
What if I put it on my Instagram story? Like, please go vote for your favorite.
Yeah, because you could do that. It's anonymous at that point, but
Yeah.
don't be like, hey guys, I'm team 3. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
You did it last time.
Yeah, do that.
Did I?
Yes.
You did. Confirmed.
I don't remember that.
Okay, move on.
Okay.
Pat,
all right.
You are up. It is your last pick. You said that you have 2 that you think are better, or that you're in between that you think are really good. Let's hear it.
Here's the thing. I feel real good about my team. I feel like I got some classics. I got a comedy in there. I got like a nostalgic, like as a kid. I feel real good about my team. This one's for me. Oh fuck, I don't know. I'm in between 2 right now. One of them is a little bit more well known. The other one is kind of like a deep cut for me. But I think I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna do A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Tim Burton.
Arguably, I get a 2 for there. It's a two holiday movie. Some would say maybe that's cheating. I say utility. You can watch it during Halloween. You can watch it during Christmas. I love the idea that, Jack the Pumpkin King wants to spread the festive cheer, kidnap Santa Claus. I love it. And you know what? If you walk into any Hot Topic, that's all it is. It's all that. It's all Jack Skellington. So, kind of cool.
Yeah, I did not know that about Hot Topic, but that is an interesting fact. Logan, what do you think of this choice of A Nightmare Before Christmas? That's what it's called, right, Pat? A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Definitely interesting. I have just recently watched Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's definitely way more of a Halloween movie to me than a Christmas movie.
Why do you say that?
But because a lot of it takes place in Halloween Town, the whole plot is in going to Christmas Town, but there's no actual the actual Christmas that we see is very limited. So it just always to me was a Halloween movie.
Whoa. That's not even remotely true. I'm not gonna sit here and let you say that. Okay.
It seems like Logan is almost trying to veto this pick and say that it's not a Christmas movie.
No. I think it's a great movie. I think it's a great movie for Halloween.
But you think it's a great Halloween movie? Yeah.
The whole point. Listen. Here's the thing. It is Halloweeny. I'm not saying it's not Halloweeny. I'm saying the plot of the movie is that this Halloween king wants to spread Christmas joy. Learns about Christmas. What's this? What's this? Dun, 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 dun. That's I mean, come on, stop it. That's amazing. And he tries to bring Christmas. The whole plot is that he wants Christmas. So there might not be their classic Christmas aesthetic, but the story is Christmas themed.
Absolutely. But I will say he's in Christmas Town for maybe 3 minutes, and then he brings Christmas back, but then it's spooky Halloween Christmas.
Which, but here's the thing. It's not, why does Christmas have to be, I think Christmas is a spectrum, Logan. I think, you don't have to be one or the other. You can be kind of percent, you can like a little bit of this Christmas and like a little of this Halloween Christmas. I don't know.
Let me ask you this, Pat.
I'm not a closed-minded guy like you, Logan. So,
Let me ask you this, Pat. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No. Just because the movie takes place during Christmas does not make it Christmas themed. It's not.
Exactly.
Does not make,
No,
but that's not what this is.
I mean,
the movie does take place in Halloween Town.
He's making Christmas, look. The whole plot is that he wants Christmas. And he makes Christmas. He wants to do Christmas. What is confusing? Am I going crazy?
Logan, would you say that this kind of tanked Pat's team right at the end?
I would say definitely. I would say.
All right, well,
it definitely wasn't on my list at all.
Oh wow.
But
yeah, it wasn't on my list, but I saw it a lot when I researched.
Sure. Yeah.
And also, before we move on to my last pick, I just want to shout out little Gianna. This is her favorite character of all time, Jack the Skeleton. I've never seen the movie, but shout out to Gianna.
You've never seen A Nightmare Before Christmas?
I have not.
Oh wow!
Man, let me tell you, next October, man, put it on.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
That was good, though. That was good, though. Got riled up. Listen, Mr. Irrelevant is mine. And I have, I'm not gonna pick. Oh God. Here's the thing. I have 3 on my tier 4, and my tier 4, just to make you guys aware, is movies I've never saw, but during research, I would like to see them. I think that it would be cool. So between one of those 3 movies, I'm between a movie that's already been picked, but a better version. I think it's already been mentioned. And then I am also between. I'm not going to pick my tier 5. I think it's terrible. So I'm going to go with a movie that's already been picked, but I think it's the better version of it. I'm going to go with sorry, let me scroll up to where it is. Yes, the 1966 animated version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I do think I do really like the Jim Carrey version, but I think that the cartoon version is shorter, much easier to watch. And the dude that does the Grinch, his voice is like the perfect Grinch voice of all time. And I just think that in my research and throughout talking to people who have been, telling me that this version is better than the actual version, which I thought was surprising, but I'm going to take it with my last pick because I think it actually is better.
Damn.
That is definitely a hot take, Duke. That is definitely something.
It's kind of crazy. Bookends.
I love that movie is great for your short attention span. I think that's great. Some of us just I guess have a finer palette for Christmas movies, but I love that you like the short, easy stuff.
Palette and then be talking about the Grinch in the same sentence.
Again, you took your movie number 1 overall. I took mine with the last pick. So if we want to talk about value, you took Home Alone 2 right after Home Alone 1 was taken.
Yeah, but it was the next round. We were in round 3.
Duke, way to book a very good way to bookend it. I mean, again, I gotta disagree. I like Jim Carrey, the Jim Carrey version. I think it's far superior. I think it is a classic. But with this new school style of play, I don't know. We'll see how the people like it. And here's the thing, guys. these are our favorites. We got to see what the public likes. You know, when they see these movies stacked up against each other, we got to see what the public feels. And you know, I think the Jim Carrey version is better. But
listen, I'm not saying that my pick is better than, you know, the Jim Carrey version, because the Jim Carrey version it's a great movie on its own. I'm just saying that with the last pick in the draft, this is a good movie, and I think I got some real value.
I
And
agree
you guys
with
agree. You guys agree. So let's go through the list of who has what. We'll go with Logan first. Obviously, Logan, you know, The Grinch with Jim Carrey, Home Alone 2.
Lost in
I
New
think
York.
it's called Lost in New York. Yep. A Muppet Christmas Carol,
Classic.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then Logan went with the Santa Claus.
That's solid. That's a solid list.
Yes, I think that is an interesting list for sure. Patrick went with It's a Wonderful Life, Home Alone, Polar Express, A Charlie Brown Christmas, and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I mean, I can picture it. I can picture the. I mean,
Go
guys,
look for the graphic, because you
it's
have some
really-
iconic. You got you know, Jack the Skeleton. You got Charlie Brown, Polar Express. Obviously, they're all on, you know, Home Alone too. You know, and then there's me with Elf, A Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, The Heat Miser, and The Grinch, but the older cartoon version in 1966. So it'll be interesting to see. Any last thought? How about honorable mentions? Were there any that were not taken that you guys were thinking about taking?
Mine was between A Nightmare Before Christmas and Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
That's a great one.
I really enjoy that. And then a newer movie. I also like Eight Crazy Nights. Adam Sandler.
Oh, yes.
That's one I really like. And then Klaus. I think that's a new school movie that holds up.
Very good.
Really good.
I've never seen that, but that was one of the three that I have never seen that I really would like to see. It's on Netflix. So
Yes, it's
highly-
very good. The only other one that I was really in between was, or that I really liked, is Love Actually.
Ooh,
It's one of my favorite. I watch it every Christmas. I think that's one of the better Christmas movies. I really like that.
I watched it on the plane home, or from Jersey back to LA. I watched it.
Nice.
And then the only other honorable mentions I have is the other two that were in my never saw but would like to see is Scrooged with Bill Murray. I think that's when he is it's like a new school take on Ebenezer Scrooge, and it's Bill Murray. So, and then Miracle on 34th Street. Pat, you mentioned Klaus. And then in my tier 5, I was never going to draft this, but it's Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on a lot of lists that I saw.
It was. It's funny. Billy Bob Thornton. It's funny. But, you know, when I think of Christmas, you know, I don't know. I don't like
listen,
Bad
guys. Listen, guys, what a wonderful draft. And now it's up to the viewers. What do they think? I will try to post a graphic within the next couple of days with all the movies on it, with our 3 teams, and see, you know, voting wise, who gets the third draft. You know, who wins the third draft? Is Pat or myself going to get a second win, or is Logan going to crack into the win column here?
We'll
Come
see.
on, please. Please.